it's because there's no power in the network.
The mojo.
The mojo. The mojo has arrived.
JD, you need a bit more power.
I do need more power. That's what I said. The power is 1.2 gigawatts.
Build it.
We were using 3 point something earlier. Oh, power's fine now. I blueprinted a nuclear reactor. Counts, right?
That was me.
So
Nah, that was me.
Mojo.
Oh, you did it as well.
I think JD's been slacking off a bit there, hasn't he, on the power department? And why is the UPS
but
down
he
so
tends
low?
to blow it up.
What's so down low?
Why is the UPS down so low? Oh no, it's back. Oh no, 57, 56.
Because somebody
that FPS.
shot a chest. When you shoot a chest,
Also, why is there so many items on the floor?
Because Bilbo installed a mod that when a chest blows open, originally 100% of all the contents of the chest end up on the floor. Now it's down at 25% because all the UPSs did disappear. I maintain 60 frames per minute.
Sounds like a good mod.
It's a very good mod. Unless you're playing Crash Site with all those chests that there and you have the explosive rockets and then... Yeah.
Or nukes.
Or nukes.
Are those drunk gates the new meta, are they? Or is it just
Snake?
They are the best type of gates because they open in smaller sections rather than whole sections at once. Therefore, you can sneak through and they close quickly. Because otherwise they open
even though you can't really sneak through. Oh, someone's pants are on fire.
Everywhere's pants are on fire. Everywhere's pants are on fire. It's multiplayer snake. Do not cross the streams. It's also
Probably don't want to cross the main bus either.
There's bots. There's repair packs. They'll be fine.
It says there's bots as he's running past, setting fire to all of the roboports.
Yeah.
And all the robots that are flying through the fire. Can't forget those.
They're replaceable. The roboports that keep them are not.
No, they are replaceable. Trust me. Trust me. They're replaceable.
Okay, I found a number of shields that actually can withstand the snake.
7.
So apparently you crashed in the UK. That's what I'm gathering.
Yeah, it's crash site scenario in the UK. I'd show you the map view, but my
so
pants are on
it's-
fire. So please be patient.
So it's permanently raining and snowing.
Oh, worse than that.
Yep.
It's full of biters.
Oh, they're not biters. They're just Welsh.
To approve the Muppet code, so if you do cross the streams, it sets off nukes. Hey, if Muppet implements it, I will turn it on.
Muppet, we've got a feature request.
All the feature requests. Come on. There to there. So, this is how you keep the bots busy.
Just make them pick up everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So a few hundred items on the ground.
And the rest. It's a few hundred of each item. Then multiply it by the 100 other items that are on the ground.
It's fine. Landmines. Please be patient. This one?
To deconstruct half the universe is important to us. Please hold the line.
Oh, that robot network's separated right there. Maybe somebody ran too close to that robot fort.
you know how I was saying that roboports are important?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, conceivably they will get rebuilt eventually.
They will get, yeah. It keeps the robots active
just
for
that-
longer periods, okay?
It's just that it might take a few thousand years while they slowly work through all the stuff on the ground first.
That's fine. It's fine. It means once they're done, they'll have something else to go do afterwards. Look. Look at how much the robots got it done in 5 seconds. Of me catching up at 3 times speed. It's fine.
Yes.
Okay, we just
So you got the Channel Tunnel to Ireland going there.
Fox has been building a few tunnels.
I don't know if the Irish approve of that. I suppose he's going to Scotland, so they're probably fine. That's why it bends up and goes. That's why it goes across and then bends north through the ocean. It's just to avoid England itself.
Yeah. Well, why would you want to go to England?
Yeah, it's just always raining there.
Alright, so there's one small island to go. And have you read the Friday Facts?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I like how they keep blindsiding you with just these random things you'd never think would happen in 1,000 years.
You'd never think that Coverx had finally agreed to do X. I'm pretty sure that's how we can sum up all the Friday Facts so far. I never thought Coverx would finally agree to insert.
Insert thing here. Yes.
Yes.
That's more or less because, well, we've already, at least at one point, I can't think of when, we've already been through this thing and have categorically said no.
Yeah, it's like research queue. Like, no, you can't have a research queue. Oh, okay, finally you can have a research queue. Maybe.
He's getting old and sentimental.
He's getting old and forgetful and wants to be able to queue it up.
The funny thing is, it's because he was playing a game and then wanted to queue it up.
1,000? How much did that work? 1,000.
Well, he's been playing other
ma-
games where they've got queues already enabled by default, and now he's finding that actually is a handy feature.
Well,
Yeah,
okay, so
that is also a thing.
I have I talk to many game devs. Yeah, shh. I talk to many game devs, and there's a number of devs that actually ask me about how is another game, and you know, what are my thoughts on the other games, and blah blah blah, and follow the channel either because they're playing the other games themselves, or they're just curious on how the other games work, and so on and so forth. And there's a number of things that I see get featured in game X, Y, or Z that end up in their games sooner or later. Because they've gone, that's not a bad feature. Let me borrow that.
That happened to Factorio when Satisfactory came out.
It did. It's happened to a number of games and number of titles. But yeah, I remember which one it was.
Now it was something that was in. It was a particular way of doing things in Satisfactory, and then it quietly appeared in Factorio.
Putting splitters over things?
That's the one. Delete fluids.
Delete fluids. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Oh, it's too hard. It's too difficult. It's this. It's that. Oh, by the way, we had the feature to delete fluids.
Yeah. Because it was a pain in the ass in Satisfactory. You have to delete the whole pipes. And then in Factorio, what do you have to do? Delete all the pipes.
Delete all the pipes. I mean, at least in Factorio, you can do it with robots. In Satisfactory, you got to deal with the 3D verticality of it.
No. Yeah, the robots do it. You just got to open the map up to the public first. So I deal with
that's
like
one way to do
sorting, you know, inventory problems, etc. Just open the game up public and invite this lot along, and then you know inventories get sorted. Not well half the time, but they get sorted.
We still need JD to do Backpack Hero. He's forced to do the sorting.
Okay, man here. Let's go. You get a nuke. You get a nuke. I might not be wearing any shields. Okay, fighters have been released in the mainland.
I feel like you're a bit of a
Menace to
19th
society.
century general there. You came, you caused a disaster, and you left.
You left?
Now everyone has to mop up.
Yep. I thought I had armor. I start with armor. I thought it had gear in it. Turns out it didn't, okay? It's fine. I now have a green line that tells me exactly where I need to go to get back to my body.
Skill
that?
issue.
There's that genuine Blackadder, General Wolsey.
I don't like Blackadder. I don't like Blackadder. Not a fan.
Slack bladder.
Bob.
See, the trick with Blackadder is don't watch the first one series.
I could
What
never
was in
tell
the
you.
first one as well?
All the good stuff's in the third one and some of it in the second one.
Couldn't even tell you which series I was watching, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of a lot of super popular English comedies.
Why isn't it full of Reginald Perrin?
What?
Yeah, you didn't see that one. Rise and Fall of Reginald Perrin.
Never heard of it. See, Ranger? This is what we have. We have boxes that explode the contents out. Fine.
Yeah, see, it's fine. What's the issue?
My ups. My ups turn into downs.
Your ups are upside down.
Oh, he's alive, he's alive, he's alive, he's alive, he's alive.
Did you just nearly blow up the spiders?
No.
Nearly?
Yes. Okay. Because we're done, right? I think the map's done.
We need to go over to France.
What? France is not on this map, is it?
Unless we
doesn't
need to
exist.
go over to France.
They don't exist.
It's Crash Site UK, not with
French people.
not with the French. I need the spiders because I thought we were done.
Now let's do the Tour de France.
Well, France obviously is there.
What? What?
Go to the map.
It looks like you got Scandinavia as well.
Oh, it's an inborn landfill.
So, as a side note, I made a start on Only Fools and Horses.
Sorry. I got as far as I made a start on only, and I was going with fans. Sorry. Jenny, I'm French. A little rude? Yes, the French are a little rude. Sorry, too quick. Crash Site EU, let's go. No, the map is Crash Site UK. There is a world map, but Bilbo said that the map was tiny or something. I don't remember. And I've got food sitting here, and I got a mojo here, and I meant to do... Thought we were done. Thought the bots were finally going to get to rest.
Not on your
That was
map.
Cara Del Boy.
And south. Oh my god.
JD, there's stuff on the floor.
No, there isn't.
So JT, next time you copy and paste the nuclear power plant, don't forget to hook up all the water pipes.
Oh, you got more than 2 water pipes, do you?
6?
Well, it was partially working, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it only partially work with 6?
I mean, it would work because it's not consuming 100%, so it could work.
Ha! Edge of the map.
If you head in, so you head in that direction, you're going to head towards the Canary Islands.
Yeah, you're not heading towards Europe there. That's Spain. Canary Islands or Spain? Maybe Portugal.
Where? The bits you complained about have disappeared. They don't exist anymore. Wherever you were shooting the rockets doesn't exist anymore.
I thought you.
I think we're fine. I think we're fine.
You have to give a time for the scenario to regenerate the edges of the map.
I think we're fine. I think we're done. I think we're done.
Now would be a great time for fire.
King's pants are on fire because the ants decide to make a burrow. Okay. But Sire's also king of the hill. Not with his pants on fire, but with a rocket launcher. Missed. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the end of the map.
So how did you get stuff that was outside it then?
Because I'm guessing that
Probably far enough outside the generated area.
I'm guessing it generated, but
Just
then
went
there's
back to make
part of
normal map gen.
well, I'm guessing it could be an Earth map, but it could have generated and then the code is then kicked in afterwards and said this is the edge of the map.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the scenario overrides the map generation. It's the same if you zoom around in editor mode.
If Jay wants to go home, make it go home, chat. Chat can. Somebody tried to portal me. But there's no biters in range. Alright. We've cleared the UK of all friends. Big and small.
What about the islands to the north?
That'd be the top edge of the map. So are there more islands that I don't know about? Because as an Australian, my European geography is a little bit rusty. Tiny bit. Time to build an empire? No.
Be like the Dutch, build an empire.
Balls don't count. Balls don't count. Balls don't count. Balls still don't count. Balls don't count. That worm counts. Nuclear fuel is low.
Is it delivered by bots by chance?
It's not built yet.
Where is the speaker that's making that alert?
I did remove it already.
Oh, good. Up.
See, problem fixes itself. See, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it. Don't worry about it at all. Cause everything for the Queen. We got a king again now, turns out.
There's a king in need of a queen by the sounds of it.
Alright. And how many bots are in the network? A lot. That one. Yeah, see? There's just an item or two on the ground.
My friend.
Fine.
Stay a while and listen.
Oh, it's a forest fire waiting to happen. You gonna kill crew, chat? Hypnoid? Nope. Hypnoid? Yeah, let's go with Hypnoid. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Alright. Map is done. You guys clear. Jerry's being responsible. I don't think so. All. Go boom. And then Bilbo keeps telling me I typed this wrong. There you go. Cool. That should do the trick.
24?
It's 24. Why did you leave the game? I don't know why.
Leaving so soon?
Yep. Don't know why people leave the game. Fall and Rise again. That'll probably do it. That'll probably do it well. Alright, Cyrus. Thank you for coming back for 20 months. Welcome. Yeah, one of them's a zombie.
They seem to be exploding a lot. Should go easy on the beans.
Okay, enough! There are no zombies left. Sheesh. Enough. Cool. Okay, parts of the base are a little bit broken. Most of the concrete's cleaned up. That was Jimitar. Jimitar was killed by... You get him, Tatsu! Get him, Tatsu! He's got power armor on. I think Tatsu might win this.
I think I can see the bar going down.
He's down to 700 hit points from 5,000. Thanks, Muppet. Yep. Tatsu won. Okay. Oh, it's about a humpback. Wow. There's enough explosions. Everything's dead, trust me. Apart from that, that's not dead. Who has a nuclear weapon loaded? Never mind. Okay. I'm gonna stand over here. You guys should let go of the spacebar before you die.
It's more fun.
Alright, map's finished, map's broken. Delayed nukes? Yeah, I can delay it longer if I want. Or less. It's always good when everybody has TikTok above their head. Alright.
Lets them think they know that they can get away.
Where do we have Friday Facts? Okay. So, I haven't read this. I skimmed it. So.
Someone's fault.
Yes, those things.
Mojo missed this.
No more No more filter inserters. That's what.
Mojo missed this.
What did I miss?
Where it all started. So, disguised butter. As somebody who works in a warehouse and fantasizes about Factorio whilst driving a forklift, I have to ask, can we stack items together in pallets inside of a palletizer machine and then unpalletize it once we get down to the delivery site?
You mean the belt stacker?
The belt stacker.
We've had for years.
Yeah. And then somebody leaked to deadlock stackers, of course.
So, of course, it's Solburn.
Yeah, and then and surrounds it. I like the loaders and the belt boxes they've done in IR3, only for the ingots, level 1 processing mounts, and only for belt throughput. No extra storage for train throughput, but for faster loading and unloading. Boss kit. Long time ago, I did an experiment. Items on transport lines are technically kept inside an item stack, which has a count in it. Will you make sure those item stacks get a count of 1 when we insert, but later they can be anything? So I made a stack instead of drop a full stack of 1 item, and there were 12 items technically traveling on 1 slot of a belt. And then eventually, if we scroll far enough, hey, we get the 27-second video clip that you've already seen. Yep.
So when was this? I can't see the date.
6th to 12th.
Last year.
End of last year. So, it continues. Basically 2 changes. Install full stack. Basically took him 2 changes. Insert a full stack onto a belt and draw multiple stripes when the item count is greater than 1. Congratulations from V. You witnessed a boss kid getting stoned, crucified, and fired all at the same time. One problem is you can't tell the shift back if the belt is 10% or 9% full if items are all over the place. Okay. Finally, stack capacity items will be meaningful. And then...
Circuit network. Count how many there.
And then, yeah, much complaint between the devs back and forth. But further heresy.
Loaders.
A stack of iron plate.
Oh.
And
the tower.
And inserters unstacking as it shoves stuff in the assembler. Because that was one of the complaints.
It's taking from the stack. Because it's got that stack property, it makes sense.
But also, there is, if you look at the output, you can see there are different stack heights as it outputs. So taller, shorter, taller, because, you know, they're all different stacks. Okay, so that's 2 problems solved. Shouldn't stacks pile back up as they reach the end of the belt?
Of the swing and the speed.
Thanks, I made a decision. This experimental feature is now rejected. Okay.
Like a boss.
Oji-wan! How you doing? Hey, everyone. Thank you for the raid. We're just about to do the Friday facts with my good friend Mojo. So that I got about VLC say he wanted to a long time ago, stacking belts. Core feature is relatively easy because most of the game already works with the item stacking belts also use them. Challenge should be in the polishing, like making it look nice, making some sort of shadow because the stack, weird corner case, like maybe allowing the soda drop items on top of an existing belt stack, if not full, etc. And then fixing tests, fixing inconsistency issues if there are. I bet there's at least one release asset just waiting to explode when we stack a belt that has more than 1 item. And then Bosky did more bad things.
Oh, the coin tower.
Coin stacking 10,000 I've been told, or is it 100,000?
Some absurd number.
100,000.
Some
Probably gone
stupid amount.
off the map.
Yep. Okay. Playing Dyson Sphere. You know, Archie. You're doing a standard run still, right? Standard run. Standard Death World run. Standard run? Death World run? I can't remember. How you doing? Thank you for the raid. How was your stream?
Doesn't it work out easier with the Dark Fog to do max difficulty or something?
No. It's really designed. So, doing max difficulty was great, thanks. Normal is just boring. Exactly. It's designed so anybody who picks up the game for the first time can do a normal run. A normal playthrough, and learn the game and deal with the new combat mechanics all at the same time. Those that try it, right, and have already played it before, then it's nothing. Normal is boring. Max difficulty is very much the mix of a speed run and a death world for the first 5 hours.
Until you get the rocket turrets and all that.
Until you get a significant number of upgrades done, you really get red science up and running, and you've had enough chance to put enough fortifications in that you have, you know, some solid walls. Challenge at the beginning, it gets okayish, yeah. Yeah, look, I'm doing a 10 times run, and so as you are, and already know that, yes. Now I have the first planet, second planet, third planet. My next challenge will be...
You just need to make it so the Dark Fog has an easier time to punch through your shields and your defenses from Intergalactic.
Nah, they're doing it more. Intergalactic, in Galactic, you're limited by the number of hives that can attack the number of hives you have, and that limits the total number of attacks.
Oh, I'm saying Death Laser from out of the map comes and smacks the world if it misses long enough.
Yeah. The thing is, like, they can attack with up like 300 odd units per hive attack, but the thing is that most planets limited 1, maybe 2 hives. Max difficulty that takes it up to 3 to 6 hives. 6 hives with 360 units each is a lot, and your shields will break. Also, you go through a quite considerable amount of ammo in the plasma cannons. An awful lot of ammo. Like several hundred rounds per minute. Defending, so... It's not really hard anymore because it's in space. And it's static defenses, but it's a scale of resources issue.
I remember last time I played, I had constant supply issues, even in endgame.
Maybe it didn't scale enough. Be my answer.
I mean, this was a long time ago. Well, how long ago was it?
Well, they released the announcement that the Dark Fog would be coming in 2022, and they aim for the end of 2022.
February 2022 was when I last played.
Yeah, that's when I last played as well.
So I didn't even play with the that booster goo stuff.
Oh, okay. I played with that. I did that update. The one after that, where they added some new planets. They retrofitted some old planets. And they added fidget spinners. That one I skipped. I'm like, yeah, it sounds nice and all. Can live without it. Don't need to play again.
As soon as you conquer the system, there's not really much to do. At least back then.
There still isn't.
I think there was some worlds you can go to. Yeah, it's just scaling up and doing the same thing. I don't even think I got to infinite research properly. Like, I've only unlocked a few things that were infinite, but it was, again, supplying...
Fidget spinners were early 23. Fidget spinners were after the Icarus Evolution patch. They were end of 22. late 22.
What were the fidget spinners?
Personal logistics.
Personal. Oh, that's
So,
the
January 22, we had Icarus Evolution, which is where you could customize the mech. And
Yeah, and then the big miner. I remember that one.
Big miner sounds about right as well. And update plans. We had painting of sails and spheres. Then we have update plan for June 10. No. Patch notes. They added Sandbox, which was what? June 10 as well. And then... So it's the Dark Fog... Whoop. Thanks, game. Alright, this one. Fidget spinners. So September. September is when they added fidget spinners. And... That's June. No. I think it might have been the post. Blah, 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 blah. Post before this? Post after this? Nope. 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 Blah, blah, blah. Battle system. Metadata. So metadata was April. So I saw metadata. I saw the end of metadata. Completion of combat system. Here we go. Completion of combat system. Plan to update the game. Blah, 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 blah. No. In one of these, because this is where I started when it came to the combat system. Mecha customization. That's stage 22. Okay, so it must have been... Alright, somewhere in one of these posts, it says, hey, we're planning on bringing combat at the end of 22. Actually, this is the webpage. 2022. Crap, it might also say this year. And it's not moving the webpage. Never mind. Value adjustments, sandbox mode. This doesn't mention release. But yeah, Jerry loves a good tangent. I do. So yeah, I played the Icarus Evolution update, which is the last one I played, which would have been prior to May. I think I saw metadata, so April. April's when I last played. And I haven't touched it for all of 23. And I was waiting on, because I was waiting on the combat update, because they said it would be here at the end of 22. And it definitely got here at the end of 2022. Alright. Alright, so once upon a time in a land where smoke, pollution, and genocide is the norm, There was developers. They have added various methods of logistics to their game. Various methods not always in harmony. Community camps were created on occasion. Arguments were raised. Eventually, these developers added their perspective, which could be equal to fuel in the fire. Torches and pitchforks were picked up. Their ideas on how to calm this dispute. Not much came out of it except for 96 forum pages of arguments along with splitter output filters and priorities. Anybody know the reference to the 96 forum page arguments, blah, 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 blah? No? Okay.
I'm sure it's one of many.
That might have been the introduction of filter splitter rather.
Oh, hang on. Is it bots versus belts? Is it bots
that's
versus
entirely
belts?
different.
Is that 96 pages? It's only 51 pages. It's only 51 pages. Okay. Bots versus belts. Oh, bots versus belts. Friday Facts, the weekly test that Jenny can read. Barely. Ouch! Sorry, we're going to have Mojo read this one. I'm going to provide the intermittent commentary.
Maybe he just wants to stuff his face.
I already did that.
Oh.
Someone who's harder to kill than others, but one Friday a developer dug too deep for lulls and Discord reactions. He threw himself in the heat of Friday Facts discussion and charged his steel forward. Madness followed. Yeah. Okay, this noble went mad night. Reasons why his heresy can't stand. Reasons already discussed repeatedly in the past. Though I've shared my affection for this kind of... This is posted by V. Okay. Shared my affection for this kind of sin. As too dreamt about it many times. Horror went through our internal random channel. And Coverex the Mighty responded with curiosity and interest as well. You know how it usually goes. Reiterating reasons why it can't be done. Guess you think how to do it again. And I have indeed found a way I hadn't considered before. Holy Grail shall be known as the bulk inserter. I do like... You can tell when V does the art. Because he's used the high resolution assets. Because those gears are the prettiest, shiniest gears I've ever seen in Factorio. So, the bulk inserter. Slide that back out of the way. Although I'll need that later. Stack inserter, so the stack inserter that moves items in bulk, and then we have the bulk inserter that moves items in stacks. Because of course we do. Of course we do. So bulk inserter is basically a stack inserter, except it only moves if its hand is full, not partially full. Because don't stack inserters have a timeout? Come on, people.
Yeah.
So if they only find one item, they'll hang around for whatever ticks, then move anyway. But we do have a normal inserter pulling items off a bulk stack. Okay. It says only put items in an empty slot on the belt, no putting it under existing stacks. Sideline splitters do not modify the stack height at all. If only bulk inserters interact with belt, there will be only maximally full stacks. Instead carrying items from the belt has a smaller hand size than the belt size. Take as many items as its hand can carry, leaving a non-full stack in place. When you restack the belt to maximum, you can pick up and redrop items with bulk inserters. Oh, okay, I get this example now. So you're picking up dribs and drabs of items and then restacking them. Okay. And it still does the belt shuffle. Yeah. Okay, it still does the belt shuffle where things slide back and forth if they have to make a gap. Okay. New type of research bonus, belt stack size. Get a +1 bonus, eventually get a +3, meaning you have most stacks of 4 items. Mods can increase the number, but we found 4 is already a massive buff to belts without breaking the graphics. Insert boss kids. Video right here. Actually, can I Discord copy link? Does that work? No, I don't want to download it. Why can't I just play that?
It's downloading
What
now.
do you do?
Why? I just want to play it on a web page. Copy message link. Hey. Cool. Alright. Great hand capacity, then stack insert it. Then the stack 16 compared to 12. Huh? So stack inserters are 12, and the bulk inserter is 4 stacks of 4. Yeah. Okay. Instead of hands down showing more than one item, which is beautiful to look at, you anticipate when the swing applies for all inserters, not just bulk inserters. Items drawn is halved, so it doesn't look too ridiculous. It could look ridiculous. Had a call with Bosky now saying representing this item and said it's technically doable. Bosky went ahead and implemented the bulk inserters. Our city made big miners automatically output stacks of items. So these are the new miners, and I went to think about the graphics. What do they look like? Goodbye filter inserters, because now everything does filters. How many times have you run out of stack inserters? We'll still have plenty of stack filter inserters in your inventory. Just start using stack filter inserters and set the recipe.
I mean, for a train stop, it makes sense, particularly an unload.
Anything. You just go blacklist fish. And it does anything but fish. You have fish on your train,
Or just
and it's
turn
not
on
designed to take
blacklist.
fish, then you have a problem.
Real question is, how are you ending up with a surplus of stack filter inserters? I've never had that problem.
I don't normally automate them. Actually, I don't ever automate them.
I do, but I've just never been in a position where I have stack filter inserters and not. It's usually the other way around, where I'm turning stack inserters into stack filter.
But the filter inserter needs like a red circuit or something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I just carry a stack of red circuits on me and normal stack inserters, and I just craft on the fly. Because they're like a half-second craft. Who cares? Each one was the items. A deeper stack should appear darker. The one where Postilla lost half his hair was sorting and drawing of stacked items by layer. But with some of his dark magic and hair sacrifice, he's prevailed yet again. Poor Postilla. Faster belt tier. Mojo, what do you reckon it's made out of?
Steel.
Steel. Not
I
the
reckon
new,
it's got some steel in.
not the new fancy titanium.
Hello, my friend.
Yeah,
Stay a
maybe it'll
while
have,
and listen.
either titanium or one of the metals we haven't seen yet.
Nostai. Let's go with Nostai. Nostai 87. Thank you for follow. Welcome. I think integration is still technically running. Oh, I've been shoved over the corner. Thanks. Thanks, you lot. You guys suck. Sorry, what? Graphics a bit more than simple red color when empty. These belts also have the double arrow spacer compared to when empty. Why when empty? Okay. Alright. And then 2 tiles further again. You get some
Colour
sleep. Ochi-1, not a problem. Thank you for the raid again. And if you barely can, it's going to be too hard to read my ideas. Reading is hard. Reading is super hard. Can't wait for Reddit to explode with new balances. They're going to be shit. Actually,
Well, New Balances with the longer reach underground.
do
yeah.
I have...
I mean, the current ones that they make are terrible already.
I don't have blueprints on me. I think you can improve the 16-lane balancer. But why the hell you need a 16 to 16-lane balancer is beyond me. Shut up, Mojo.
Here you are making my legitimate 64-lane balancer sound unnecessary.
Yep.
You can
I only
see
use
where
62.
the cut of the video is very
Probably.
well.
Stop. Windows. Stop it. Nope. It's not in there. I don't know if I still have the text document. It might be on the other machine. It might be hidden in my Google Drive somewhere. I'll import the what is it, 2048 lane balancer? You want ridiculous balances. Okay. Randomized colors of the items on the belt. You won't notice the effect at a glance, but it helps see the movement. Yeah, it does. They're just slight variations.
Weeble wobbling the colour.
Quality magnified this desire 6.25 times. Machines can now work 2 times faster. Times speed modules get another 2 times faster. Oh, okay. And then Space Age produces craft much faster than the current assembly machines do. Okay. So it's just about some things are very, very fast. If you use them for something quick like gears or copper cable. Yes.
Basically, what Bilbo we found with the Spidertron map.
Oh, we found it lots
where
of times.
things were
Lots of
just
times.
building too fast.
Yeah. And you can't feed it fast enough. It's like trying to make
Stone for track.
No.
Science.
Trying to make radars for satellites. If you're trying to go for a large science per minute, it's easier to have 2 or 3 assemblers than it is to try and feed one assembler fast enough.
Making radars?
Yeah. Radars?
Do you ever need
With
more
a
than
fully
how many-
beaconed,
Satellites, sir, satellites. A fully beaconed radar.
fully beaconed
You
assembler.
need beacon radars if you're going to start trying to do mass production of artillery shells.
That too.
Oh, that'll do it.
Don't they go into satellites?
Because even with, like, what science were you doing for satellites to need it?
Can I even craft satellites in this way? I can craft satellites. 5 satellites. 5 radars.
Yeah. You could do like 40,000 science a minute with just a small speed boost on radars.
Yeah. Fully beaconed radar introduced launch forwards gameplay. There's been lots of times I've had problems feeding the radar machine. And yeah, artillery makes it that much worse.
I suspect that's the real answer, is that it's being stolen for artillery.
No, we have 2 dedicated builds. 2 dedicated builds. One of the concerns is if transport belt throughput multiplies, you might never need to use more than 1 or 2 belts worth of throughput for almost any item, reduces logistics challenge drastically. Space Age adding planets we can now easily lock things quite far in the tech tree, which is both the case for the bulk inserter and the faster belts. Oh, okay, so they're not going to be on the first planet. With each being unlocked on different planets. Awesome! Hesitate add.
It's going to be limited to Space Age only.
Hesitate add. Yeah, they'll probably be part of the expansion only.
That's what they
Yes, Space Age.
Conan said.
Hesitate add more. Space Age.
Boss get
Yep.
some testing in the technical Factorio, And it's still better to use clocking than it is to use his new stack bulk inserters.
That is until the community gets hold of it, and then they work out something that he hasn't considered. So
It's still staying active too much at a time.
Secondary force inserters
So
to
you
fill their hand
can't
before.
just block the stack inserters?
Well, the bulk inserters only work if they're full. So this implies in the Friday facts it's more efficient to do it. Just use a bulk inserter. I was consider doing something if we have time, but what matters is feature works. It's a lot of fun to play with. Our old dream of stacks of items on belt finally became reality, and belts with bots live happily ever after. Yeah, I need to steal that image. Should we have that as an emote? I think we should have that as an emote. That seems fitting for this channel.
For the
What you do to the poor bots.
Yes.
Yep.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while. and
Sly
listen.
Gang, how you doing? Saran pops up. Yes, please.
Saran, see if you can rustle up a higher quality version.
What's the
Someone.
size of this? Inspect. Will you tell me? 80 by 32? It's 80 by 32. That's really bad. It sort of needs to be more square. Bot abuse, mate. Save image as. Delete me. Sounds like a good folder to put in. How do you add emotes on Twitch? Content? Viewer rewards. Emotes. 2 slots. Upload emotes. Auto resize. Yeah, go for it, Twitch. I have faith in you. The image is not shaped squarely. Twitch, I hate you. Okay. You couldn't just give me an option, Twitch, just to crop it or add padding or something? Because it's not square to start
It's
with?
Twitch. What do you expect?
Actually, hang on. I have all the pro applications on this PC. Open.
Okay.
What size are you to start with? You're... What? You're 79 by 81. Oh my fucking god.
And it complained.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can get the size by, I'm pretty sure it says down the bottom. Instead of
Resize. Pixels. It does say
maybe
down the bottom.
64 by 64.
Huh?
Well, you could probably squeeze it, like, without squeezing the image. Just drag it up into the top corner, and then resize the white area.
Oh my. One,
'Cause it tells
two.
you.
Oh. Done. You are now 80 by 80. Save. Okay. Emotes. What are we calling this emote? Use the crop tool. Shh.
Bad
It's
bot.
done. Done. Bad bot.
Sad bot?
Oh,
It's more
no,
a sad
no,
bot than a bad
Technically,
bot.
Twitch is still unhappy because it needs to be at least 112. Saran, I'd love a bigger copy. File, open, resize, 112, cool, done. Save. Try again. Wine bot. Sweet bot.
Because the bot's whining.
Bot
much work.
abuse. How much is abuse? Check reverse search for higher image. I doubt there's gonna be a
There
higher
won't be
image.
because it's
No, wrong button.
source no.
Search image. Yeah. Find image source. Couldn't find anything. Thanks, Google.
Oh, reverse image search with Google sucks these days.
I like abuse. Abuse.
Problem is Twitch probably won't.
I don't know. We'll find out. Emote successfully uploaded. Okay, it's all in capitals. That's the problem. But you know. Delete from library. Delete emote.
Yeah.
Try that again.
Just ask V.
Yeah, probably give it to you.
He probably would. But I'm delegating. See? This is how you become efficient in life. You would delegate things. Saran? Been delegated. Alright, emote has been added. Okay. Cut that. Close all that crap, Twitch. Thanks. Refresh. And then it should already be active. Okay, it might have a white background. Okay, it might need a fix. Might need me to spend longer than 3 seconds. It needs verification? No. No. Partner perk, they instantly get verified. Verification used to be a thing.
You might
Needs
need to
transparency.
refresh for it.
I did say it needs transparency, okay? Which means I need to use something a little bit better the quality than paint, okay?
No, Paint has transparency now.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
How?
don't know how to do it, but they added it.
Oh, this is Paint Classic. This is not Paint Special version. This is Paint, not Paint 3D or what's the other one? Edit and Paint 3D. I think this is the one that has the trans.
Paints.net.
Okay. Top of the menu bar.
It is a PNG. Can you unlock it so it can be used by Prime subs? Oh. Currently you need to be a tier 1 sub. Deadly, can you use the other emotes? Viewer rewards. Emotes. Slot assignment, tier 1. Huh? Deadly. Bat. Whack. Tier 1. Tier 1. Death. Tier 1. Nuke. Tier 1. Cat litter. Tier 1. Ring. Tier 1, iPad child. No. There's no option.
Refresh if you don't have it. So refresh Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh, if you, yeah, you need to refresh it to make it show up in your. But sometimes it does show up, but it's not guaranteed.
Well, Deadly said
Yeah.
it says you need at least a tier 1 and they're a prime. Yep, got it. I don't have it. If you haven't refreshed, you won't have it. And even then, if you refresh, there's no guarantees. Like, it's Twitch. It's Twitch. It's Twitch. Dorek has it. There you go. Opacity. All of it. Phil.
So, is that the
Next.
Windows 10 version of Paint?
Remove. Auto backfill.
Should be.
Done.
I'm on 11, so I've got the pseudo new, pseudo old version of Paint
No idea.
that
No
isn't 3D Paint.
I'll do it in a... Yeah, once refresh does it, yeah. I'll do it once I get to, like, actual, you know, real photo editing stuff. Rather than trying to fuck around and learn how to do it in Paint. I'll do it in Photoshop in half a second. That's an absolute curse emote. It is, especially with the white background. The white background is definitely improving it. So yeah, I'll trim it properly. I'll trim it properly in Photoshop. Make sure it's got a transparent background. The whole works. All right. But Mojo's going to get pissed. And then we likes to piss the koala. I need to find a
Turn
voice
into
set.
drop bear.
Only if I keep him here after midday. I'll get 2 hours. We're fine. All right. Let's do a Afraid FX. That one.
Technically,
Technically what? Technically what?
technically, it's an hour and a quarter, not 2 hours.
Yeah, give him some time up my sleeve. The white background is the white quest.
That would just take away a quarter hour, because we know we'll spend the next quarter hour not, not starting.
We're not going to go over. It's never going to happen.
Never happened before.
Okay, quit. That way I don't have to worry about that in the background. Okay. Useless Bodhi throws it as well. All right, you good? You good? You happy? You ready?
I think I'm awake.
Oh, it doesn't sound like it. All right, g'day, mate, and welcome to Friday Facts 393. Putting things on top of one another, and I have a Mojo who's on top. How you doing, mate?
Hello.
Okay. Hello. I have an irresistible urge to tell you a little story. I'm sure you come here for stories, don't you? So, a story, little story. Once upon a time, in the land of V, where smoke pollution and genocide is the norm, there were these developers. They added various methods of logistics to their game, and various methods were not always in harmony. In the community, camps were created on occasion, arguments were raised. Eventually, these developers added their perspective, which could only be equal to fuel on the fire. Torches and pitchforks were picked up. There were ideas of how to calm this dispute, but not much came out of it, except 96 forum pages of arguments along with splitter output filters and priorities. But then...
So
Yep.
so we're talking about RimWorld, right? This sounds like RimWorld.
Definitely sounds like something. It could be RimWorld.
Well, you got genocide, you got logistics, you got bandit camps and lighting the pitchforks.
Well, but they don't really have that much smoke and pollution, right?
I mean, have you ever set fire to a bug's nest before?
I haven't. I tried playing RimWorld once. And my problem was chat knew more about the game than I did, so it was not a fun experience for me. So I never went back.
What was that? There's that thing that's like a season-long chemical fire, so you can't go outside without your peeps being poisoned. So
One of those
pollution
events.
does exist.
Yeah, one of those events. Yeah. So, but in the case of not RimWorld, some ideas are harder to kill than others. And one Friday, a developer dug too deep for the lulls and the Discord reactions. He thought to himself in the heat of Friday Facts discussions and charged his steed forward. Madness followed. And then we got this wonderful little video. Yeah, Do you notice
Blame
anything
Boss Kid.
interesting about this video? You know, like the poor inserter on the end can't decide whether it's going to reach the left or reach the right. That's still a feature. Yeah. Bad things happened.
That
Bad
poor
things.
yellow inserter just struggling to empty those stacks of gears.
Yeah, well, we have stack
Losing battle.
inserters, and now we have actual stacks on the stacks of belts to make stack inserters to do the stacks. Yeah. Yes, Justice
Live
Service.
up to their name.
Yep. Well, we'll get back to that. Just was served in response. I gave this noble went mad knight reasons why his heresy can't stand. Reasons already discussed repeatedly in the past. Although I've also shared my affection for this kind of sin, as I've dreamt about it many times. The horror went through our internal random channel, and Kovacs the Mighty responded with curiosity and interest as well. And you know how it usually goes. Reiterating reasons when it can't be done, guess you think how to do it again. And I have indeed found a way we hadn't considered doing it before. The Holy Grail shall now be called the bulk inserter, with twice as many fingers for the inserter bit. Yeah. So, the bulk inserter is a new way to load belts with stacked items. The new key detail makes it work that the bulk inserter only ever starts at swing when its hand is full. This guarantees it will only ever put full stacks on belts. So currently the stack inserter, which doesn't handle stacks, it handles items, but not stacks of items.
It handles stacks of items, but it doesn't place stacks of items.
Okay, it handles stacks of items,
stacks,
but
it holds stacks of items and places items.
Yes, but not in stacks. It places them singularly, individually on a belt. Yes. If you get stuck with one item on a belt because, you know, you're poor and it's something that you don't have much of, it eventually times out and swings. Whereas a bulk inserter, which handles stacks of items that have been bulk stacked together, which you can put on the belt within a stack that's stacked up in a bulk pile, will only swing when its hand is full. Yeah, let's go with that. Suddenly all the pieces fall into place. Inserters can only put items in empty slots in the belt, no putting onto existing stacks. Side loading and splitters do not modify the stack height at all. If only bulk inserters interact with the belt, there'll be only maximally full stacks. If inserter taking items from the belt has a smaller hand than the belt stack size, it will only take as many items as its hand can carry, leaving a non-full stack in place. If you want to restack the belt to maximum, you can pick up and redrop the items with bulk inserters to restack the stacks with the bulk inserters.
Restack the stacks, eh?
But you have to use a bulk inserter, not a stack inserter to do that. If you use a stack inserter, it'll take the bulk items and then convert them into stacks of single items on the stack.
Yes, that is correct.
Yup. Okay. Which is an interesting. What are your thoughts so far, Mojo?
I'm kind of curious to see where this goes because stacking items immediately, you know, I think I count 4 in that current video. That's 4 times the throughput on the yellow belt right there.
Yeah, which actually means yellow belts. You could potentially make not a mega base, but a full base. Start from end with just
yellow belt.
Yellow belt. Yeah. Just for something different. But to continue with our curse of we have a curse of stack inserters that move items in bulk, but now we have bulk inserters that move items in stacks, because that's going to be fine and dandy in the future. We also have Boss Kid, who's the cursed person who started this whole thing with the very first video, also gave us a second video. Come on, Discord, you can load. Which is an awful lot of items stacked on a belt.
Vertical integration.
Well, it turns out that previously belts could move things in stacks and have been able to move things in stacks the whole time, but had a stack limit of 1.
Yes.
And with a small modification to the code,
just by allowing more than one, a stack of more than one,
yeah,
you have these giant towers.
Yeah, well, iron stack's fairly high at 50, so there's room for modders to improve things should they want to. So should Mojo in the future want to make a mega base with yellow belt only, he could.
It's like those warehouses, you know, where you see the forklift going around. They've got a pallet that's like 3 stories high.
Yeah. Or actually, I've just considered it. You could make a mega base using only half a yellow belt. Therefore, your bus would be half the width because you're only using 1 lane of every belt.
Sure.
You wait till somebody does this with sushi belts. Okay, so
What happened now? Oh, sushi belt restacking. So there's a point in the sushi belt where it restacks everything and just makes them taller and taller and taller.
yeah, okay. So we have a new type of research bonus, a belt stack size. The first, along with the bulk inserter, gets you a +1 bonus. Eventually you get to a +3, meaning have at most 4 stacks. Stacks of 4 items each. Mods can increase this number, but we found that 4 is already a massive buff to belts without completely breaking the graphics. Yes, there's another post further on, which was another single item that's available in the Factorio game, big coins, that stack to 10,000 high. Yeah, that's fine. Just 1 stack. 1 stack, it'll be fine. Won't break the graphics at all. The bulk inserter has a greater hand capacity than stack inserters, 16 compared to 12, so it's usually superior, but its use is a bit more complicated in places where multiple items are transferred. It can get stuck waiting for the wrong item type, so you need to be a little bit more careful when using it. Mojo, you could probably agree. We already have this thing with stack inserters that generally, if you have 2 items on the belt at the same time, 2 different items, using a stack inserter is generally a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, usually you want to deliver them separately anyway.
Yeah, it can be done for like something like green circuits. Anything that has a perfect 1-to-1 ratio, you probably could get away with it until you can't.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So your mentors knows all the inserter hands now show more than 1 item, which is beautiful to look at. But you can anticipate when it will swing. This applies for all inserters, not just bulk ones. The amount of items drawn is halved, so it doesn't look too ridiculous. But bulk inserters, okay, no, that is a massive stack in that inserter before it dumps down there, only 4 high. Okay, which is actually 16 high.
The tower growing.
Yeah.
The one thing we haven't seen yet that I do want to see is the bulk inserter picking up 10,000 items. Just seeing the tower just continue to grow in its hand.
Yeah. Can we have that feature on Discord, please, Boss Kid? Just shoot me a link, please.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Yeah. Okay. The other change. Same evening we had a call with Boss Kid and RCD, where I presented this idea to them and they said it's technically doable. Boss Kid went ahead and implemented the bulk inserters. RCD made big mining drills automatically output stacks of items, and I went to think about the graphics. Now this is going to be a major change because
where things get serious.
Well, when things get serious, also like applying speed modules to a miner is something that you would very rarely do unless you were trying to remove a patch or you're trying to mine directly into trains, because belts just didn't have the throughput required. But now
I always put speed modules onto mining drills. By the way, yeah, even with
But you're mining into boxes for bots, aren't you?
Yeah.
See? So you have a much higher throughput than what a belt can handle.
And I think also the last time I did it, it was technically using K2 belts. So it was a lot faster throughput anyway.
Is this going to be cursed forever? The ores slipping through the side of the underground? Is that a final feature, or is that going to be fixed? Because I mentioned it, I've seen it. I don't care, but I know somebody out there right now is cursing that the iron ore is slipping through the edge of the underground and they just can't Factorio anymore. Anyway, it does mean
someone is someone's going to be absolutely raging over that.
Yeah, so it does mean that now things are going to go 4 high, and if we have blue belt, which moves 30 items per second, and then 4 times that's 120 items per second.
Wait, so did you say blue belt?
Blue belt, yeah.
Is 45 items
45.
per second?
There you go. I keep playing lots of different games, okay? Blue belt and Dyson Sphere is 30 items per second, all right? Okay, there's lots of different belt colors in different games. Okay, 45. So 3 times that is an even harder number to calculate, but it's 135. That's an awful lot of ore. Sure, you can still get it on both sides of the belt, but that can be done with a splitter. Yeah, that's an awful lot of ore on a blue belt, which means speed modules in a big miner has a more of a reason to do it, and also,
Go low density miners.
what do you mean low density?
So wide space miners instead of throwing as many miners as possible on a patch.
Oh, okay. So making sure they only cover the area that they're actually mining. Yeah. So rather than having no overlap.
No overlap.
Yep. Well, not only
That
that,
would be viable.
but also on top of that, it means that you actually have a reason to get the big miners back to the homeworld. So if they need titanium from Vulcanatus, you have a reason to actually take the titanium home to make the big miners. Otherwise, it's like, is it worth the hassle? Can I just put normal miners down and they just do just as good? And the answer is they do just as good, they just don't have the stacking. Whether the stacking is important to you or not is a different question, but yes, it does give them another reason to exist, another reason to be used over the older ones that we've had access to forever.
I also suspect that there'll be more resources on other planets which will demand them too.
Yeah.
So I imagine, regardless, you're going to end up using the big ones.
Well, they also had that increased mining productivity as well. So
yeah,
they're a bit higher up the list that they can also stack now as well. So
it's definitely making them more attractive though with the stacking.
Yeah. So what do bulk inserters look like? After some thinking, I tried to make a more robust arm with more fingers to allow them to hold more items together, but that was not enough. The inserter graphics get stretched in so many different ways and very hard to make a different shape actually matter much. So I knew it'll be up to the color to really make the difference. As you probably know, we use a lot of different colors for inserters already. So which one would next? Neither pink nor black sounds great. And the other colors are just too similar to what we have already. So they ripped out the filter inserters.
I mean, I would have been keen on a pink inserter.
No. It's going to be too close to purple. No.
I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, they ripped out the filter inserters, purple inserters, pretty much you'd never use anyway.
You really didn't, and we had this conversation prior to actually starting the recording. Like, I never ever make filter inserters or filter stack inserters. I carry fast inserters and I carry stack inserters on me. I also carry green chips and I carry red chips. And if I need the filter version, I just craft it. Because I have both the items and it's a half a second craft. They're not something I ever bother automating unless I need them en masse for some reason. And then it's one machine tucked away in a corner. It's just not something I bother automating. And now that we have every single different inserter has filters, because they're just going to get rid of filters entirely, well, that sounds like a great idea to make. Also, should we mention that we now have long-handed filter inserters? Which means the whole...
coincidentally has happened.
Yeah, the whole loading a train that we spoke about a couple of weeks ago with you have to use long-handed inserters to put all the different items you want onto a train rather than using very complicated smarts. You can now use a filter inserter to try and simplify that process just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. But it's a little bit. So yes, it means less energies to worry about. It also means it frees up the purple color. I still have no idea why there's 2 question marks, because we're only doing 1 bulk inserter. Unless we're getting 2 bulk inserters.
A bulk and then a bulk inserter.
A bulk stack inserter. That'll want to be. So that can then insert... Hang on. So stack inserters that move items in bulk and bulk inserters that move items in stacks. Then the stack bulk inserter will move items in bulk stacks and then can stack the bulk items on the belt.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Yeah, sure. So removing filters is quite convenient because, like I said, you don't need to carry the 2 different types on you, and also means you get long-handed filter inserters, and it's quite common you send both types of inserters on a space platform for logistics to move them between planets, so you just need to send 1. And it's quite convenient to set them on long-handed inserters. So it frees up purple and white from my colors so I can use new inserter shapes and just paint them white. And that was left for the graphics and technology icons for programming. It's make it the stack items draw correctly, which is easier said than done. Had 2 main conditions for how it looked. The easier one was the deeper in the stack, they would appear darker. The one where Postilla lost half his hair was sorting the drawing of stacked items by layer. But with some of his dark magic and hair sacrifice, he prevailed yet again. And
It's going to be completely bald before too long, the way the last year has gone.
I think he might be bald already. Like every Friday Facts or every other Friday Facts, it's like we threw Priscilla under the bus. Or if it's not Priscilla, it's the new guy. The new guy's been under that bus several times. So yeah, I don't know. Everything in this video, they're all the same height. So I would have liked to have seen this video with items of different stack heights. Because that, I think, would have been more informative. But it's definitely pretty. It's definitely pretty, and that's definitely, if you consider there was 4 times the amount of material on the belt as shown, that's probably some significant belt throughput. So yes, to top things off, we're also getting a faster belt tier. We started working at Space Age. One of the obvious things we want to add was new faster belt tier. The main reason we never added a belt tier faster than Express belt, because it starts to look way too quick, and the belt movement becomes quite confusing, or even looking on the items like they're moving backward. The graphics...
Can confirm, in mods that add faster tiers, it looks like they're going backwards. And people say, why is it going backwards all the time?
Well, green, is it the green belt that normally does 60?
It's usually green, yeah, and then 75 or 90 for purple.
Yeah.
It usually comes up.
So this belt would be moving at 60, all right? If assuming we're using the Factorio, you know, each belt increases by 15.
Yep.
So this would be moving 60, which is like that perfect, that is the monitor sync rate. And it means that, yes, you could quite easily assume that things are moving
Can I set off the pedantry alarm?
What?
The pedantry alarm.
What?
Because of reasons, without going into too much details, 59.94.
Sure.
We're slowed down slightly.
Sure.
Sure. TV.
Sure. Sure. Also, I should mention anybody who watches not so much YouTube videos, but definitely Twitch. Twitch has we hope it's 60 FPS, but if you watch a lot of Twitch and people have soundtrack music that, you know, you've listened to a lot, like Factorio or Dyson Sphere or Camp of Industry or many of the games I've played, you might sometimes notice the music sounds a little bit odd because Twitch is playing the video at 56 FPS because they're having bandwidth problems, or 66 FPS because they're trying to catch you back up to real time. Yeah, I've had that issue many times, which means at 56 FPS, the belt would be going backwards, and at 66 FPS, it would be going forwards just a little bit faster. Oh, hang on. Maybe that's the other way around.
It does that, and then you just hear the music go,
yeah,
up and down all over the place.
Yeah, yeah.
I've actually had that recently.
I've been having it a lot lately. I don't know, Twitch firing 30%, 50% of their stuff. Yeah, obviously the service needs to slow down a little bit. So the graphics are a bit more than a simple recolor. When empty, these new belts also have the double arrow spacing compared to express or fast transport belts. And there are little touches like hints of dark arrow which help to see the belt move correctly. Now, unfortunately, the belt's moving, and they gave us this example was when the belt's empty, but I believe it means that like the blue arrows on the blue belt, we're missing every second arrow for the new green belts. Is this green or yellow? Because this is the same color as the Tier 3 assembler.
Lime.
Oh my god! Oh! It's green for a stack inserter. It's green belt. It's green belt. I've decided there and then it's green belt. It's green belt. Shall be green belt. Green stack inserter. Green assembler. Done. Done. These undergrounds, these belts can reach 2 times further than express underground belts, which is convenient in a lot of places. When full of items at their 60 items per second speed, it becomes really hard to tell if the items are moving or not. We observed that items with randomized icons, like raw ores, didn't have this problem. After some brief thinking, Hurasup, had the idea to randomize the colors of items on the belt. You won't notice the effect at a glance, but it helps a lot to see the movement speed, which, yes, with a slight variation, you can easily see when items are moving forward or backward. Which also brings me to Mojo. What do you think the new magical resource this is going to be? Because currently, blue undergrounds costs more iron than... I'm not sure if it's a rocket part or all 100 rocket parts for a rocket side. I think it's just a rocket part.
I can't remember off the top of my head what it was. It's 235 something iron.
It's
plate,
like, yeah, 230 odd
underground.
iron, 250 iron for a single underground blue belt.
Yeah, I mean, my initial thought was bare minimum steel, but I can see this needing titanium or even something more advanced. Probably something from another planet, I think, would be the...
Well, we've already established that we're going to get bulk stack bulk Certas on one planet, and we're going to get this on a different planet, which means titanium, I'm going to reckon, for this. Because I think we're going to get the belt before we get the inserter.
Could go either way.
Get the inserter for more throughput on a current belt, then get a faster belt. Yeah, it's probably going to be the inserter first, the belt second.
Yeah, I'd believe it, though.
So, something other than titanium. But you can't say steel, because steel is just iron. It's just more iron.
Just iron.
Yeah.
I mean, what I mean is steel is, you know, you got the thing before it's steel and then another material.
Yeah, it'll be steel gears. We'll get steel gears finally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're also going to need steel gears to make the bulk inserter that puts stacks of items on. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. All right, so conclusion. Increasing belt throughput was something we really want to do for a while now, and quality magnifying this desire 6.25 times. Machines that work 2 times faster, and the speed modules can get 2 times faster as well. Not to mention some of the space age producers craft much quicker than assembly machines do. For a while, we'd restrained our hopes of just adding a fast steel belt, and we ideally wanted something more, and the belt stacking had always been an ideal candidate. We just didn't see how to implement it. One of our concerns was if the transport belt throughput multiplies, you'll never need to use more than 1 to 2 belts worth of throughput for almost any item, reducing the logistics challenge drastically. With space age adding planets, we can easily lock this quite far into the technology tree, which is both the case for the bulk inserter and the faster belt, each being locked on different planets. We're always hesitant to add more entities, but now space age adds quite a few. One more inserter tier isn't that much more to add, especially if we remove 2 filter inserters in turn. So technically, we haven't added anything. Technically, they've removed things. Space age, the expansion pack DLC is removing our content. Yep, that's what I'm going to take away from this Friday Facts.
Yes, sure.
Yep, people also build factories optimized for UPS, being updates per second. Eventually got the idea using circuit network to force inserters to fill their hand before swinging. This new type of inserter can now do this out of the box, resulting in a nicer performance optimization. Now, Mojo, explain clocking inserters for those that don't know.
So a clocking inserter is where you connect it to a circuit network, and then you have a combinator that outputs a signal to turn on the inserters, enable-disable signal, once every few seconds.
So rather than the inserter doing the magic things that inserters do,
yes,
it'll turn on, and normally it's designed to go from chest to chest or chest to assembler.
Yeah, this generally only works machine to machine, machine to chest, chest to chest.
Yeah.
It doesn't work
with belts.
With belts.
So yeah, it's designed to turn on to get a 1-tick pulse, to turn on every inserter, grab whatever they need to grab, and then do their flip, and then turn off.
And then can go to sleep for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
The reason it works is because when they're grabbing from a machine or a chest, they instantly grab an entire stack. They don't need to wait and think about it.
What?
Like with a belt.
The other reason it works is they're not doing that check. You know, is my hand full? Can I pick up stuff? Can I do this? Can I? They're just off, hard off, and then they turned on. They look. Yes. Can I pick up full stack? Yes. Grab, flip, and then off again.
Yeah. Without clocking, they would just be grab from the machine.
Yeah,
and
they grab like 3 at a time rather than the full stack of 12.
Yeah.
So that's going to be another thing with the bulk inserters. Again, machine to machine, they should be able to grab the whole bulk of 16 items and flip all at once, which means you don't have to worry about the circuit network and that sort of stuff. So in theory,
I reckon it'll still need clocking.
In theory, it'll be a nice little performance optimization. Boss Kid did say over in Discord that he's tried it and clocking is still more efficient, but that's one person. And what we find commonly with Factorio is when it's released to the community, the devs like, oh, we never considered that before. And suddenly the community comes up with a new way of doing something. This is why we have, 10,000 science per minute bases that exist
Yeah.
and run at 60 UPS because, well, the community went overboard and really nutted things down. Whereas previous to that, a couple of years ago, it was like 4,000 was like pushing the edge.
Yeah, like 2018, 4,000 was really pushing what was possible for most people.
Yep.
And now you can easily get to 10.
Well, it's not. It's some of it's to do with computers getting faster, but not only that. It's like
That too, yes.
there's a couple of optimizations and we go suddenly from 4 to 6 because they worked out just some minor optimization applied at enough places that voila. So yes, it must be a yep.
So the for PCs going faster, that's generally you would be 4 to 6, 4 to 8, maybe 7, with like the best. What is it? The Ryzen X3D.
I'm not going to get into technicalities of that because it comes down to
going into the
cache size on CPUs, the amount of RAM, how fast the RAM is. CPUs get faster, optimization becomes easier, less people have to do it because the computer just brute forces it. Anyway, this might be a personal affection, but I also think the top of each... What? Little performance optimization. Might be a personal affection, but I also think items on top of each other look absolutely psycho in a very good way. Obviously, some items look more wild than others. I want to see what a satellite looks like, honestly. We might consider...
density structure too.
Yeah, I think that'll be all right. I think satellite's going to be the odd one. Oh, heat pipe.
Heat pipe, yeah.
Because they're just a straight line.
Don't stack.
Well, it's a bulk inserter. Maybe they bulk, but they don't stack.
Yeah, maybe they do.
Now, what if artillery shells bulk,
artillery shells,
but they don't stack?
There's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Stack size 1 items.
Yeah. Okay. Want us to consider do something
there you go.
about it if we have time. Items don't stack, don't stack. Oh, yeah. Items that don't stack don't bulk either.
So if you can't stack it, you can't bulk it.
That's ridiculous. Okay. Okay.
Discharge defense. I think those stack.
Shields.
No, they're not an item anymore.
Aren't they?
Oh, the remote is. The remote isn't.
No, the shields.
Shields,
also,
yeah.
What's the thing that stops you running on belts?
The belt.
Belt immunity.
The shoes.
Yeah, the shoes. I want to see what they look like stacked. Okay.
They could stack.
They do stack, but they look ridiculous. And people only craft one, and they complain it. Well, if you look, it uses an insane amount of power. But for now, we have a feature, and it works. A lot of fun to play with. In the end, old dream of stack items and belts finally became a reality, and belts with bots lived happily ever after. Apart from this one poor Logibot, but
it's JD's Logibot. That's why.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because it just got blown. Just survived 15 nukes and was told to pick up 20 million items on the ground.
Yeah. It was a normal stream. So we had a long time ago, and they actually linked to it in this Friday Facts. We had a small little argument a while ago, a long time ago. Friday Facts 225, Bots vs. Belts, Part 2. I can't remember where Part 1 is, and I didn't see a link to Part 1 in here. But Bots vs. Belts has been the interesting back and forth for quite some time.
Also Baldur's Gate.
Was that original Baldur's Gate, was it?
Yeah, that was Baldur's Gate 1.
Was it? Oh, God. I don't think it was. Oh, no, it is. Oh, my God. Okay. It's that long ago. I don't remember. Okay. So, Bots vs. Belts. We didn't mix trains to any of these previous Friday Facts. We need a Bots vs. Belts versus trains in the future. So, we had bots got a little buff where they're actually smarter. Belts have now got a significant buff, both with faster transportation overall, and now you can bulk stack items, which means if your belt moves 45 items per second, no, 60 now with 4 items in each stack, which is 240 items per second, you'd now push in the limits of, do you need a train for this? Does that mean bots need a buff, in your opinion, Mojo, to compete? A belt's too good?
Potentially.
Potentially.
Potentially belts are too good. It depends on how they're changing bot research.
Well, bots
If
could
they're changing bot research.
technically get infinitely fast with infinite research, but you might have to visit
but
4
that
other
gets
planets to
impractical
do
very
that.
quickly. Bots have had some optimizations already in the previous FFS, but I don't know that that is enough on its own.
We need super bots. We need super bots that can carry bulk stacked items.
Mark II bots.
Mark II bots. Mark II bots that carry bulk stacked items. And obviously also carry a little laser on them, so when they happen to be stupid and fly over the edge of the wall and clip a biter base, at least they can zap back before they
Muppet mod idea,
before
integration
they
idea.
Die miserable little death.
I think you know what it is.
Yeah. All right, I think that's it.
Laser that zaps JD.
We've already got that. We've already got that. All right.
You already got bots that zap you as they fly past.
Yeah, we do. You can in streaming live on Twitch when I'm playing Factorio. You can have the distractor. Distractors are the ones that don't move. You can redeem a UFO redemption with channel points and have UFOs show up and they shoot me and anything around me with lasers. It's great fun.
Yeah, but it's not the bots shooting you as they're casually driving past doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Okay. Well, you'd have to have the lasers on default bots first, and then we can add integration for it. All right. Anything else you want to add to this week's Friday Facts?
No, I've added everything that needs to be added.
Okay, and again, we didn't see this coming. No, just straight out left field.
This was something that was, we were sure it was never going to happen because of the previously mentioned.
Mentioned palletization, stacking on belts, and no has been the long determined answer. And then it seems Covrex is playing the game more and more and more. And there are all these no's that previously are turning into yeses.
All of the hard no's are flipping.
So I challenge for the comment section. Name everything Covrex has said hard no to in previous Friday Facts and list them down. So next week we have a better idea what to expect.
We have a list of things that likely candidates.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's it for Friday Facts 393. We'll be back next week for 394. And with all that said and done, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you in the very next one. All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, you got it on time. We're worried about fluids. Fluids. What do you mean fluids?
Fluids are being left for dead.
And
knowing how this is going, we're probably going to get something for bots or something for fluids next.
Llama, thank you for the raid. You caught me in the middle of Friday Facts. So we're taking
bets on how long it'll take you to notice.
I noticed as it came in, but I can't say anything because we're doing a Friday Facts recording. Yeah. Stay for the raid. Share some love. Prove Llama's good party. Be sure to leave a message in their chat. Oh, that's cute. I like that one. I might steal that one, Llama. How you doing? What were you playing? Factorio. What were you doing? Dylan, you definitely put up the wrong message, but that's okay. I'm gonna steal it. Bulkers daughters have no function. If you only have one item, if items only stack into a stack of one, bulk inserters are useless. But the same applies to stack inserters. They're also useless in that scenario.
Yeah. I mean, you still use them because you have 1 million of them anyway. You're not going to go out of your way to do something different.
When Jetty starts a monologue, he struggles to see chat anyway. I'm no saint. I'm the same. Hey. I have never, ever started a 90-minute rant in this stream. Sorry, TED Talk. It was a TED Talk. Having a TED Talk here. The recording, first one is just to get a grip. Yeah, so it's YouTube recording. Live on stream. Rage for Factorio, we would never, no, we would definitely rage over anything Factorio. Just look at bots versus belts. I really want to know what happened to what happened? Firefox 225 Fire Twinson.
Oh, yeah, that got crazy. The bots v belts thing.
So it was the week before. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twinson suggested removing bots from the game. And technically, removing logic...
Oh, yeah, that was a bit of an unhinged rant, that one.
It was.
Yeah, that lit a fire.
It did. But having a passive provider and storage chests, which means robots are only for personal delivery, which is technically what they are in Dyson Sphere. Well, actually, no, you can get the stupid little bots to do. You can get them build things, but they're very bad at it. Very bad. Like, their throughput is shit. But having Logibots for just personal delivery, and therefore only having belts as an option to build things, I can't complain.
That looks familiar.
This,
oh, yeah. Self-contained 100 or 1,000 signs a minute base. When that was trendy back then.
Yeah, well, that's the 10K belt-based thingamajiggy-bob is like 10 of these optimized to the wazoo and put together.
Yeah, the bot sandwiches like that was really trendy back then. Everyone was doing them, and that's what set off the bots v belts in the first place.
Yeah,
because there was a lot of, you just paste down 10 of these modules, self-contained modules, and you have a 10,000 signs a minute base. I mean, what's the
Factorio devs, please give us long-handed stack inserters. No. Stack inserters that don't actually stack on the belt is going to confuse everybody. Exactly. What is it? Stack inserters that move items in bulk, and bulk inserters that move items in stacks. It's perfect sense.
There's no confusion at all.
They seem to add things available in mods as part of the original game. Is that correct? They have been going through, and there's been a lot of mods that have added over a lot of things that mods have added over the years that they've been ticking off and just like, no, that's part of base game, and that's part of base game, and that's a part of base game. Twitch just laid off another 500 staff. It was like 1/3 of the workforce or something. It was something ridiculous.
Yeah,
and actually,
most of them didn't really do anything anyway.
I think Twitch also laid off more people end of last year. Yeah, like November.
No, I don't think so.
Twitch lay offs 2023. There you go. So 400 jobs in, 400 jobs in March 23. I thought there was another one at the end of last year. Because I remember one of the support staff for the Australian New Zealand partners left.
Yeah.
And now Twitch is killing off how many?
Another 500?
Yeah, something like that. More than 500, yeah. So 1,000 people over a year and a bit. It was less than a year. Anyone in the C-suite would have cost less than 500. Well, it's funny. Dan Clancy, is that his name? The new CEO?
Something like that.
Yeah, he's actually doing things.
Yes.
He's actually changing Twitch up and improving things. Might be a little bit naive with the whole, you could do things for artistic reasons. And then the internet ran with it.
Internet do what internet do. Well, I think the thing that needs to be understood is how Twitch operates structure, like how the organization structure works, is that there isn't one current, or at least, I don't know now, but at least previously there wasn't one. It was just one big flat structure, and it was all fiefdoms, and everyone, it was a mess. And so I imagine that's what part of the layoffs is cleaning that up and getting rid of.
Trying to actually build some hierarchy so people report upwards rather than yeah.
Rather than you having all these little pockets doing their own little thing and like.
But what do we have?
It, but like the few of the people that I know that are laid off, they didn't really do anything.
The thing that I find frustrating is as a partner, I have access to partner resources, okay? But when that comes to support, i.e. I actually have a problem, I can't contact somebody on Discord that's a partner liaison. I have to go through Twitch support, which is just a super helpful nightmare.
The funny thing is that back in the day, if you wanted the front page, just send a Discord message and be like, "Hey, you can have the front page." I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, things have got a lot tighter now. You need to apply, and then you need to go through an approval process, and then Jimtar, new concept DLC that deletes content. I guarantee you it already exists. Season part going on where you pay to play more. Paying to play less seems like a nice change of pace. Funnily enough, they're talking about more games releasing as not as a season pass, but as episodes. So you'll play a game with a story and you'll have like 6 episodes. So it means you need to buy the game 6 times with more content being added each time.
I've heard people talk about that a few times. I'm not convinced that's going to work. Because like Half-Life, like one of the most profitable episodic series, Half-Life, they gave up on that.
But they were years ahead of the time.
Yeah. For those that don't know what happened is Dota happened, and literal showers, Saudi levels of money started showering from the sky, and then the economies of scale of that little thing, Half-Life 2 Episode 3, despite being most of the way through development, was small potatoes and not worth it anymore.
Library. I have 3 out of 10. So 3 out of 10 was free on Epic. I think there's 10 episodes. I got no idea what it is. I've never played it, but it was free on Epic. So you click the free button on Epic because it's free. And I think there's 10 episodes. And they seem to have done well.
What is that game?
3 out of 10 video game.
That's what it's actually called, 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
3 out of 10, episode 1. 3 out of 10, episode 3. That gives me a headache. The funny thing is, what was it? Sin Episodes was one that was done in the early 2000s, and they only ever made 1 episode. So that's a very old example, but it is something that has been tried before, and they said it was going to be the next big thing, and it didn't happen.
Steam DB can't find it, so I'm guessing it's not on Steam. It was Epic only. I'm
pretty sure I've heard it pop up again since at least once, and it petered out. At least in the Minecraft open access early. What is that called? Minecraft open sandbox early access. When everything was that, and then there was this idea that you would release episodic
content. Well. It works, but
as you developed it.
But the problem you're going to have, and this is going to be a problem for every single game that decides to do it, and it's the same problem I have if we look at a YouTube series, is your viewership for the first episode is way higher than for the last episode. Podcasts, no, playlists. The last series of Dyson Sphere. 19,000 viewers, and then 13, 11, 9, 14, 7, 7, 6, 8, 6, 4, 5, 4, 5. Yep.
Yeah, episodic content goes nowhere. You got to... The problem with it, or at least for the last few years, is that it's got to be some kind of self-contained episode. Like, it can't rely on everything before it and anything
It has to be movie style, so everything is self-contained with a chance to go to the next episode and continue the story. You can't have a cliffhanger. But if you don't have a cliffhanger and leave giant open-ended strings, people are not guaranteed to buy the next version. So you need giant open strings with a cliffhanger so they buy the next one. Yep. Okay, so Forcefield, congratulations on winning King of the Hill. I am reading chat slowly. More worried about fluids. We just need a bigger pump with a bigger pipe. We also need to change the fluid network in Factorio so it operates like an electrical network. Problem solved.
Oh, that's another fire. Several FFFs have been committed to that.
Well, at least then somebody would understand how the fluid network works inside Woob, okay?
Well, we've oh, there's an interesting one actually, because it was a hard no changing it because Kavorak said that he likes the sloshing of the current system.
It was realistic, yes. Yes.
Like the liquid sloshing back and forth in the little window.
Yes. Twitch laid off 50% of their staff? Really? Is it 50%?
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
I didn't realize it was 50%.
I don't think it's 50%. 500 people, I don't think
IGN.
it's 50%.
Acts 500 members. Change hands with severance offered. Workforce by 35%. So 35% and the original 400. Yeah, probably close to 50%. Wow.
50% across 2 to 3 layoffs.
Well, 50% from, and then 50% is 1,000 employees. That means whole of Twitch is 2,000 people.
I'm pretty sure it's more than that. Or at least before layoffs, it was more than that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Before layoffs, it was 2,000. Now we're down to 1,000, which is 50% of what it was. I sort of expected Twitch to have more people than...
I'm pretty sure it's more than... It started with more than 2,000.
Yeah. Yep. Sagely on stream until he reads my ideas. Too curious. I won't read the Discord ideas on stream. It's later, because it's 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I have two choices. Either I look at games that I'm not allowed to show you, but I'm allowed to show you one of them, but not the other one. After laying off 500 people, Twitch boss admits his business is not profitable. Wow, they admitted it? Wow.
What's the date of that? January 12th, just now.
Just
yesterday.
Yeah. Extremely supportive. Wow. Multi-year deal with Kick. Yeah, let him go. But big money deals to streamers, insisting the economics do not make sense. Correct. It's what YouTube... So YouTube was the first one to go, this doesn't make sense. We're not offering people money anymore. And then Twitch is like, oh, we'll offer you money still. Come on, come back. We'll give you money. And then Kick started offering more money. And they're like, oh, no, we're not down. We can't match that. No.
Yeah, old Kick has got infinitely deep pockets.
Yeah.
And they also took the people that are willing to do the gambling.
Yeah. Discord plans let go 17% of staff. 170 people across the business. So Discord's again 1,000 people. Prior to layoffs. Okay. They need fixed fluid points for the fluid network not floating. I need to turn them in electrical. Some of the Telltale point and click games did episode 1, episode 2 work quite well for them. Most using the company. The company imploded because they were horrid workers. Actually, what was the...
Aren't those the
Telltale did... It wasn't...
it's not them. It's the it reminded me of those shovelware companies that do like tile games and some crappy point and click tile
that's
whatever
bad.
game, and they just shovel out a million variations of it.
Oh, that's really bad. Let's go with that one. Okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for. I had Sassy downloaded. It was a game that was offered free. It was multiplayer. It was a couples game like the last one we did together, and it's in my Steam list, which is bad because my Steam list is massive.
And you can't categorize it easily.
Oh, you categorize according to last played. Which
You can actually make custom categories. It just the custom categories still suck. Especially if you take it to another PC. As soon as you log in on another PC, because yeah.
I got Vulcanoids installed, it turns out. Revival Prosper, Final Factory, Timberborn. I don't even know what the name of this game was. Cots the Screen. No, it's a. I came across it literally the other day. I was researching. Okay, we can go back to that. I was researching. Who was it? You sent me an email. Game Drive.
You as in them, not me.
Website. You sent me an email. We were here. That's the name of the
Escape Simulator? Towers?
We were here.
Tricky Towers is one of those party games.
We were here, serious. No, please don't do that. You keep getting copyright claims, and they show up like a week later. We were here, series bundle info. So, these. We were here too. We were here together forever. Expeditions, the friendship. Yeah. So this is another episodic game. Which seems to have done very, very well. But I think this is a very, very, very small development game. Total Mayhem Games. I think they're a very, very small dev team. Out now, blah, blah, blah. Yes. And then I think the last game they released for free. And then it was free for like the first month it was out. And then they put its price tag on it. Which was weird. Studio, meet the team. Started as 15 students. And we were here in 14 weeks. So they pumped out a game in 14 weeks. 6, 8, 12, 14, 15, 19, 23, 27, a team less than 30. Did Miss FFF kick back, man? You did. You did. FFF was 54 minutes ago we started.
Technically, it finished 25 minutes ago, thereabouts.
Yeah, about that. So yeah, The Walking Dead. Oh, Walking Dead also did episodic content. But, oh actually. Can I do bundle info? So, we were here, and we were here too. Don't stop it. That one, and that one. So we were here, 1 point several million. We were here too, significantly less in total sales. And that's going to be your problem. That's going to be a problem with all episodic content. We were here together. It was like 4 puzzles. I haven't played it. They were free on whatever it was. And I said to Sassy, I need you to log into your Steam. I need you to download these 2 games. They're free. I want to try and play them with you on stream at some stage, and that's as far as we've got. You know, could play Diablo that I paid a fortune for, and she's played fuck all of. Yep. And I bought
Don't sound
Wolfenstein.
salty about that at
No,
all.
I'm not salty about it at all. Not salty, Mojo. I'm not salty. Wolfenstein. I bought the Wolfenstein Youngblood. Yeah, the Youngblood, which is the co-op one. To play again with her. And yeah, that hasn't happened. Let's have a lot of keep a lot of huge going episodes. Don't work. Yeah, with leaving Fox is spelling a fox. I think episodic content would only work if you can hype. Okay, I think it would only work.
No, Hupe.
If you have a scheduled release in 3 months. So you're going to have 3 months. You're going to have, like, your first one comes out in Feb. Next one is in May. It's like, that is when it's going to be out. But you're still going to have people go, no, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to wait till all 4 or 5 chapters are released. And they're going to buy the whole lot as a bundle. Like,
So what you need is a hyper mode, and then in some way make it cursed, and that's a Huper mode.
Bad Mojo. I already have the cursed emote. Okay? We already have the sad bot, the bot abuse. Okay? We have one poor cursed emote. That's enough. That's enough.
It's not, but yeah, it's cursed, but it's not Hupe cursed.
I will have. I'll steal a Mojo koala, and I'll have it hold up a sign that says "Hoop." Hang on. Twitch. What's the website to look up Twitch emotes?
Twitch emotes?
Is that what it's called? It is called Twitch emotes. Okay.
Yes, it is literally called Twitch emotes.
Mojo D.
I think someone actually did steal my emotes too at some point.
We have the gold hype. Here we go. I'm going to steal this one. I'm going to change the Y to a U. Okay. Mojo is waking up. The puns are going down. Oh, it's just so easy to steal emotes. It's not even a challenge.
It's so comically easy.
Okay. And what do I get? I keep getting people emailing me constantly with, "Oh, my rent is due." I had 5 people send me a message on Discord telling me that their rent was due on Christmas Eve, and they commission art, and they'd love to know if I wanted anything done because their rent is due and they're desperate.
Starving artist.
Oh, the links that they send me, like one sent me a Twitter profile, another one sent me a DeviantArt, another one just attached images in Discord. And they were not the same images, but they were very, very similar, and they looked like, who's the one that used to do Owned 3D?
I mean, yours are sort of... The sort of standard that yours represents are the kind that would make the average artist's eyeballs burn. So I can imagine that's why you're getting so many messages.
Oh, no, they have no idea who I am. I guarantee it. They're not even on my Discord.
Probably.
No, I want overlays. I want panels. I want packs.
Oh, is this crap?
Own 3D. They do overlays.
Oh, I haven't looked at overlays. There's overlay people in a long time. The trouble is that usually they're kind of terrible.
You could just have this make emotes for you. Like,
I paid like €100 for my banner.
let's make one of those like for free in 20 minutes. They're not great, but they're something. Twitch overlays. I just want you to show me your packs. You have packs and packs and packs.
The trouble is that they're all kind of the same and kind of okay, but kind of terrible at the same time.
These are overlays. I don't really want. I want.
Oh, that's right. You use child labour for your artwork.
No, I bought the iPad. The child just happened to already exist.
See, it's not saying a no. It's just saying, oh, I paid for the iPad. Not saying that it didn't use child labour. So you just gave them the tools.
It's all this. It's all this style.
Yeah,
Everyone that they email me is this style. And I'm sure they're picking it up from... It's not this webpage, it's the other webpage. Which you can't remember.
Do you know the funny thing is that is like the most affiliate starter pack.
It is. It is.
I hate to say it, but it is the most affiliate starter overlay.
Overlays. There is Own 3D, Streamlabs, Nerd or Die. That's the ones I'm looking for. Nerd or Die.
Oh, those guys.
Free Twitch overlays.
Oh, they have free ones now. Do
I've
they
had
still have that
free
synth?
ones.
Yeah, there's a synthwave one. I've actually seen people use the synthwave one.
The synthwave one, if you watch Epoch Vox and you're into that style, it works quite well.
Yeah, does he use it now? I just remember seeing
He basically
one or two.
pioneered
There's
it.
a few others. Well, I think where I saw it actually predated him, at least his committal to that style.
All right, he's a classic case of ADHD. He has.
Yeah.
He's gone through many styles.
He has, yes. Hilariously, he over processes his audio. I forget what the other one is that I've seen. I've seen one of the other, at least one other Nerd or Die that I can recall.
Oh, there is one I'm looking for. It looks like the red one I had up earlier.
It might have been Uplink.
Uplink? Is that the name of the page?
It was on page 3.
Uplink? Oh, yeah, I've seen this one too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen that one before.
Profile panels. Okay.
Because it's reasonably generic. That it's actually pretty good.
I'm in the paid pack. Okay. Yeah, I can't. There was one that looks like the stupid tiger thingy-majiggy bob from before. Champion? Oh, it's the champion pack. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. And do you guys have logos?
There's a very it's got the classic generic icons for the like the follow,
pages?
the sub, and all that. It's very dated style though. That sort of painted thing is very 2013, 2015.
Yeah, so the ones that keep getting sent to me over and over, this is an example of my work, are ones ripped from here. Technically bought the child too. I paid for the child. I didn't buy the child. I paid for the child. There's a difference. Yeah. Off to bed night, take a bear.
Doesn't that literally make the child the slave labor if you paid for them?
No, I paid for the upkeep for the child. I didn't buy the child. If you buy the child, that's slave labor. If you pay for the upkeep, I believe that's called parenting. Maybe this is what we should do. We should just buy this Fire iPad child.
Yeah, these are all like low quality, that sort of anime style is everywhere. I mean, this isn't anime specifically, but it's another one of those sort of
It's made to be generic.
Cutesy, generic,
Yeah.
cartoonish.
Yeah. And 6 badges. Yay! And then further in Photoshop or Photopea. Cool.
What I find funny is, where is it? Mr. Town.
Mr. Town? I'm going to get a link.
His lol is a trace of Omega lol from the,
Oh, Clown Town.
I think, yeah. His lol is a trace of Omega lol. He got from Fiverr.
Clowntown. What is the Clowntown? Clowntown has. Is it? It's not this webpage.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Clown Lol is a mega lol. Retraced.
There is a webpage that auto searches for emotes and duplicates.
It's so bad.
And
I think you paid $2.50 for that one though.
well, there's a webpage that does the duplicate search, and I know I was looking at Clown's emotes once, and boom, lol, and something else lit up like fire.
Yeah, they're all traces.
They're just everywhere. Like 10 other streamers had the exact same or very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, emotes are. Yeah. Jenny uses child labor for his arts. No profit for third parties there. Yeah. I do stuff for Jenny. Content is my payment. I accept that. Most overlays are bad because they take space away from what I'm interested in as a game. This is why my overlays is... Go back to game capture.
As crappy and inoffensive as possible.
Yeah, follow a golf. That's it. That's pretty much what we've summed it down to. I do want to put back in the bottom right-hand corner. I don't have a mouse. Can I have my mouse back, please? I want to put back in the right-hand corner. I used to have... Event list, which should load, hopefully. There we go. It should load back up the YouTube. So I want to put that back in the corner, but I don't want it there permanently. I want it to... ads for car accident lawyers. Jetty, anything happened? You fat boy, you should not have got a pre-roll. They're off for another 15 minutes, says Twitch.
The web page.
Oh, in one of the web pages?
Yeah, click on one of the emotes and you should get the accident lawyer again.
What are these?
One of the Twitch emotes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sponsored by injury lawyers. No. No, from your browsing history. This browser's work, so I have no idea. Personal browser's buried down here, and it would have been searching NRMA and other things, but it's Opera and this is Chrome. Technically my phone overlaps a little bit, which might have been on NRMA, but again, it's a different profile. So in theory, it's separate. In theory. Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, I want to put the event list back on, but I don't want it to sit there all the time. I want it to pop up when activate when somebody hits subscribe, and also throw up the Discord link every now and then. Same IP address as, though, yeah, I know. Now in ads, we're creating household profiles. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's been going on for years now. Creating bulk profiles.
I don't mind personalized ads. I really like personalized ads. Okay.
I mean, just in case you missed it, you are a New South Wales driver.
I didn't miss it.
That is the standard.
I didn't miss it, but I also have a partner
make sure
that has gone... Hang on. I have a partner has gone through more cars than years we've been together. In the years we've been together. Okay?
Case in point, New South Wales driver.
If you visit friends for too long, we merge profiles a bit. Okay. So if weird sex sites start coming up in my browsing history, I just blame it on spending time away or having people here. Good to know, BioSoup. I'll stick with that excuse from now on. Yes. Yeah, no, this is the work browser. The search history here is horrible. Horrible. The amount of weird shit I end up looking up for work or to get an image for a thumbnail or, yeah. It's not good. But I can fly from Perth to Jakarta, Bali, or Kuala Lumpur, which would be very helpful, except I don't live in Perth. See how helpful that, my ad profile is on this browser? But yeah, Friday facts are done. I do personalization recommenders. I do personalization recommenders for an automotive for work. Like I said, I don't mind personalized ads. Okay, if I'm searching for something and I want to buy it, and then I get an ad 3 days later, which is the thing that I keep looking for, and it's cheaper, then I go for it. Keep getting ads in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, nor does anyone in your house. Crew, change your Wi-Fi password. Change your Wi-Fi password. That's the answer. You might not, but somebody is on your connection.
Do you know what's fun? Do you remember when Amazon, when you bought something, would relentlessly offer you the same thing for like 2 months?
They still do
You
that.
already bought one.
They
Yeah,
still do that.
But it's not as bad.
The Twitch ads that pop up at the side and the bottoms and stuff. I bought a security system from Amazon. And for the next 6 months, I just got advertised the exact system I'd bought. And I'm like, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your money. I'm cool with it, but like, tell me about something I might be interested in clicking on, maybe? 427 vacuum codes. Oh, that's the other one. I bought the robot vacuum. I got advertised robot vacuums for months. True.
Oh, because they break after like 10 minutes.
It hasn't. It's not broken as such. It likes not talking to my Wi-Fi. And the problem is the Wi-Fi has. The Wi-Fi has.
Does it need Wi-Fi?
Well, because it's a robot vacuum, so you need to turn it on and off remotely. Blah 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 blah. And it uses where the router's located for location purposes. So, the catch is my 2.5 and 5 gigahertz have the same SSID because that's how the access point's set up. And there's no way to turn off the 5 gigahertz, which I'd like to do because I don't really need 5 gigahertz in the studio. And the vacuum and the air conditioner are both on 2.4 and have no dreams of ever using 5 because they're not developed to use 5. So I don't really need the 5, but there's no way to turn the 5 off. And also to set up the vacuum, I need to use my other phone because the newer phone has the newer Samsung software and it will automatically connect you to a 5 gigahertz network no matter what. And there is no way to say, no, even though it's the same SSID, I want to connect to the 2.4 version because I'm trying to configure this thing right now. And I just like to connect to the 2.4. I need to pick up the Samsung Note 7, the ones that exploded randomly in people's pockets. I need to use that one to set up the vacuum because the more modern phone won't because Samsung doesn't think you need that feature anymore. They removed it.
The great thing is, I think Wi-Fi 7, if I heard right, finally making it automatically switch between the two, connect between the two.
Yeah, Wi-Fi 7 is 2.4, 5, and something else all at the same time.
Like 11 or something.
I mean, just use all 3 of them.
And doesn't force you.
Do you not change the SSID names on the router? No, there's no way. They're like whatever the SSID is, when you set it, it is the exact same for the 2.4 and the 5. And there's no way to turn off the 5. There's no way to change the name of the 5. There's nothing. The way I did it previous to that is I set it all up. I set up on my phone. I had a phone which was Bluetooth tethered to another phone, so it had internet access. They configured the phone to have the same SSID as the access point. Unplug the access point, so I'm guaranteed 2.4 gigahertz. Set it all up, and then disconnected the phone and turned the Wi-Fi back on. And then it was like, oh, nothing has changed except for the MAC address of the thingy. It's okay, I'll take your word for it and we'll just work. MAC address blocking, I used that before. One of them passed and it worked. So see if the 5 gigahertz has the option to block the MAC address of the vacuum. Maybe. But I don't think so. It's a TP-Link. And TP-Link is not known for their feature set at all. We're going to check what system thinks about you. Go to google.com, add preferences. I'm definitely not clicking that while streaming. Definitely not clicking that while streaming. Not on any of my browsers. Publicly. Never. Yeah. All right. I need to find somebody to raid. I need to process a Friday Facts video. I need to do... How many thumbnails? Channel dashboard. Search by... Visibility, unlisted, private, draft. Yep. 30... 40 thumbnails. And technically it means that I am only 40 thumbnails behind, or 40 live streams behind on the VOD channel. And as I release like 3 or 4 bonus per week, it means in theory in 3 months, I'll finally have the Raw channel up to date. Finally. And have things come out live-ish. All right. I'm gonna go raid Mike, because he's on and playing Factorio. Yeah, well, let's not raid Bomber Bum. I don't think he's live right now. I don't think he's live right now. I probably need to fix that message. Message a mod. Fox! Okay. Fox will hopefully fix it. To the managers blocking in the whitelist mode should disallow all connections. Not list. No, that's going to give me a problem as well, because then Sassy or the kids come down here and they need to get on. Yeah. All right. We're going to say hi to Mike. I'm going to go. Tomorrow we'll do Dyson Sphere, and then partway through the Dyson Sphere, I'm going to go look at a different game. I wanted to try and fit it in today, but it didn't happen. So yes, tell Mike I said g'day, mate. As always, tell Mojo I said g'day, mate, as well. And
G'day, mate.
Yeah, mate. And I don't know. Tomorrow Dyson Sphere, day after Dyson Sphere. There's a few other things I need to do. Fiend Doll, if you're still here. I missed the follow with the raid. Thank you. Tomorrow Dyson Sphere. And then Stinson's in charge of the next community map. So that'll be sometime in the future. Yes. All right, that's it. I'm out. Thanks for joining me. It's been a blast. I'll see everybody in the very next stream. All right, bye.